Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to set these drivers loose. Here is the League of Outlaws IMCA style modifieds presented by Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions, live here from Federated Auto Parts Raceway, Peevely, Missouri. It's I-55. As we get ready to rock and roll, we get ready to set these drivers loose. Our qualifying session is underway as these drivers out on the racetrack ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to set them loose. We get ready to go. Green flag racing here in just a few more moments. Oh, let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, let's get it. Woo! This is going to be a one wicked show of great race here. About to come right at us. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. Woo! Oh, this is going to be good, chat. This is going to be good. This is going to be a lot of fun here with this one. These drivers primed and ready to duke it out here around I-55 for some wicked, wild racing action. Woo! Oh! Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a blast. Welcome in. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit that share button, hit that follow and or subscribe button. So we get ready to set these drivers loose here in just a few more moments. Woo! Oh! This is going to be a lot of fun, chat. This is going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a great time right here. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be an amazing race, an amazing show these guys are about to put on for us. Woo! Yo, the League of Outlaws coming in, dropping that heart reaction and the share on the stream coming in, showing the love here in this one. These drivers getting done their qualifying efforts here. Qualifying coming to a close in a quick hurry. There's a few more drivers left out there on the racetrack. There's a Mitchell Maynard in that 69 ride out there onto the racetrack, looking to have himself a good run as Mama Bear, Susie Dickinson, Mama Bear coming in, showing the love with the heart reaction as well. Brayton Kayeski coming in with that share on the stream. What's good, Brayton? Brayton coming in, showing the love here as we get ready to set these drivers loose. Right now, it's James Murphy with the quick time here in qualifying. Blake Andrews, Jared Murphy, Braden Avila, Mark Mano rounding out our top five here in qualifying. Aiden Schultz coming in with that like on the stream. Braden Avila coming in with that like as well, coming in showing the love. My boy Jonathan Easterwood, how are you, coming in with the like on the stream as well. As we're going to get ready. Heat race number one about to get underway. Is heat race number one about to get set here from the beautiful Federated Auto Parts Raceway, Peevely, Missouri, as these drivers getting loaded in here to the sim behind our official iRacing pace truck. Starting on the pole in the number 65 ride, that is the for sale machine of James Murphy. To his outside in the one ride, it's the SpongeBob machine. That is Jared Murphy. And down on the inside, a row number 2, it's the Triple M ride, the Mark Mano Motorsports 10 machine of Mark Mano. To his outside in the Good Wrench Service 024 ride, that is Trevor Doyle. And down on the inside, a row number 3, it is the 515 machine of Chris Cox. And to his outside, it's supposed to be 33 ride of AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, there in 6, and bringing up the rear of the field in the Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions, number 69. That is Mitchell Maynard. 7 drivers getting ready to rock and roll. There you go, the 31 ride of AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, loading into the sim and ready to rock and roll here. So our first heat race is about to get underway. Katie Grandy coming in with that heart reaction. Max Busboom coming in with that heart reaction as well, coming in showing the love here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you cheer these drivers on. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that follow button. If you haven't already, make sure you go drop us a subscription over on YouTube. Drop a follow over on Twitch as we continue to grow on every single channel. We continue to keep on putting on some wild races, man. This is going to be an absolutely insane race right here. As James Murphy, Jared Murphy, going to lead us down here to the first green flag of the evening out in front. These two ready to duke it out. Mark Mano, Trevor Doyle, Chris Cox, AJ Hunsinger, Mitchell Maynard ready to rock and roll, ready to duke it out here in heat race number 1 as the pace truck makes the hard left-hand turn. We're going to go green flag racing here from Federated Auto Parts Raceway. Quickly, the 65 of James Murphy onto the loud pedal, looking to try to run away with it. It's Jared Murphy right there in tow, trying to stick to his back bumper. The 10 of Mark Mano down there in position number 3, looking to clear that 0-24 ride, and he's already looking to the high side here, trying to find a big run, but that's going to open up a bottom lane here for that 24 ride of Trevor Doyle. Is Doyle going to look right down low, trying to find something underneath that 10 machine of Mark Mano. Mano going to stay right there in that 3rd spot as he gets a good run down through 1 and 2 and right to the back bumper of this 1 ride of Jared Murphy. As they all continue to battle, you see that number 65 of James Murphy continuing to open up his lead here. Car length by car length by car length, edging closer and closer to the checkered flag of this first heat race of the night. AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, right there in position number 5 after working himself around that 5:15 of Chris Cox. So Cox back to position number 6 on the racetrack, and Mitchell Maynard still back there in position number 7. As Murphy out in front is going to lead another lap down across the start-finish line here. Murphy doing a great job already in this one. Both Murphys, as they've been able to hold on to the top 2 spots here throughout heat race number 1, is down through corner number 3. Now to corner number 4, we're going to see 2 more laps left to go. 2 more laps here for the Murphys as Mark Mano back there in position number 3. He's trying to find a way up and around that 1 right as the white flag is going to be displayed. No! The caution flag is going to come out. Trevor Doyle is going to go around there in corner number 3 and 4 before the white flag was thrown. We're going to have our first caution flag of the evening. We'll take a look and see what happens to the 0-24 ride. If he gets some help here onto the back bumper, AJ Hunsinger right there on him. Looks like he's going to make the contact right there. So unfortunately, drives in there a little bit too deep in the Elite Arms. Number 31 ride going to come in, hit the good wrench 24 machine, and around goes Trevor Doyle. And unfortunately, that's going to bring out the caution flag as we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Trevor Doyle back there in 6 is the 31 ride of AJ Hunsinger, giving the EOL in back to the rear of the field here. So we'll get him ready to rock and roll, ready to go back to green flag racing this next time by. James Murphy out in front, looking to keep Jared Murphy, Mark Mano, Chris Cox, and Mitchell Maynard, and the rest of the field back there at bay as he's looking to try to pick up heat race win number 1 on the evening. Is down at a corner number 4. We're going to see that green flag fly here once again. Green flag back out in the air as James Murphy continues to lead the way. Here comes a good battle deeper in the field as Trevor Doyle trying to work himself up and around the 69 ride of Mitchell Maynard. Maynard trying to hang on as the white flag has been displayed one more time around for James Murphy. Murphy down the backstretch here for the final time in heat race number 1. Nice and easy. And quarter number 3 and out at quarter number 4. It's the 65 of James Murphy picking up heat race win number 1. Jared Murphy, Mark Mano, Chris Cox, Trevor Doyle, Mitchell Maynard, and AJ Hunsinger rounding out our top 7 there in heat race number 1. Everybody is going to make it into the show. Nobody getting sent home early there in that one as they're all going to get an opportunity to race in this A main feature event as we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Heat race number 2 is about to get underway. Heat race number 2 loaded into the sim, and there in position number 1 in the 3B machine, that is Blake Andrews. To his outside in the 25 ride is the Craftsman truck. That is the 25 of Braden Avila. And down on the inside, a row number 2 in the 28 ride is the ESD performance machine of Brayton Kayeski, and to his outside in the 07, that is Christian White. Down on the inside of row number 5, it's the 24 ride of Bryson Fields into his outside. In the All-Star number 3 machine, that is Aiden Schultz. As we'll get these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. 6 more cars on the racetrack, ready to duke it out here for heat race number 2. It's heat race number 2 about to get underway. Blake Andrews down through corner number 3. The paint strip going to make the hard left-hand turn as we're going to go green flag racing. The driver who was outside there, Braden Avila, getting a little bit loose there on the start of this heat race. Might give up position number 2 is Brayton Kayeski right down to his inside. The 3 ride of Blake Andrews, though, trying to hold on to the top spot as he leads lap number 1. The 25 ride of Braden Avila, though, looking very, very good as Avila right there on the extreme high side, rolling the high side perfectly here, trying to find a good enough run to jump up and make the move around this 3 machine. But right now, the 3 ride on a little bit of a slider lane, entering a little bit lower, leaves the high side open on entry. But then he slides up, clears that 25 ride, and unfortunately just kind of blocks his run. So Avila got to be very careful there to not make contact with that 3 machine and take them both out of contention here for the heat race win. Brayton Kayeski doing a great job working that inside lane down there on the bottom as Kayeski in position number 3 here, still trying to stay door to door with that 25 ride. Here in this one, the 07 of Christian White right there in position number 4 and looking for more as Aiden Schultz and Bryson Fields continue to duke it out back here for position number 5, the 3 ride. So he's going to jump up and clear that 24 for position number 5 on the racetrack, but here comes Bryson Fields trying to battle back right to his back bumper. Out in front, though, Blake Andrews loves to see this duking out back there behind him, but unfortunately, he hasn't been able to open up much of a lead here. Only about a car length and a half between himself and the 25 of Braden Avila. As Avila right there in position number 2, ready to jump up on top of the wheel and make a move towards the front of the field as the white flag has been displayed one more time around here for Blake Andrews. Andrews down the backstretch. Not a good run down through 1 and 2 for the 25 ride as Andrews is going to pick up heat race win number 2. Brayton Kayeski there on that final lap, able to move up into that 2nd position. Avila back there in 3rd, White and the rest of the field rounding out our 2nd heat race of the evening as Aiden Schultz and the 24 ride of Bryson Fields rounded out the field there in this one. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. A quick little warm-up session. These drivers are going to jump out onto the racetrack. They're going to make sure their cars are ready to rock and roll. They're ready to go to battle here for a 50-lap feature event in just a few more moments. Anthony Karp, Anthony coming in with the like and the share on the stream. Joseph DiPietro coming in with that heart reaction. Joseph coming in, showing the love. How are you, Joe? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become a brand new subscriber over there on our YouTube channel. As we're working on 500 subscribers over there on the red site here, hoping to hit that before the end of the year as we're getting closer and closer every single day, and we're almost there. Slowly but surely, we might be able to hit that goal as here we go. Our A main feature event about to get underway here in just a few more moments. I'm going to get a quick drink into me, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll. We're going to get ready here for our A main feature event in just a few more moments as it's the League of Outlaws IMCA style modified series presented by 2 Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions as we're going to get ready to rock and roll and go green flag racing here in just a few more moments.
Repetition after repetition every day, but I just want to start a fire, burning up all of the bridges that are in my way, fulfilling all of my desires. Wait, my selfish masquerade won't bring me grace. My stupid dedication runs my life. This is not a paradise. I get knocked down and I'm paralyzed. And lately I've been I've survived. No, I just wanna go higher. Learn enough from all the people that are in my life. I'll never wait to be inspired. Shame, we oversaturate our tiny brains with useless complications all the time. This is not a paradise. To get knocked down and I'm paralyzed. And lately I've been terrified, but I won't drown by my own device. I'm losing sight, a lot, not a little. It's true, I'm fine, but I'm lost in the rhythm. I'm lost in the rhythm. I'm lost in the rhythm. Today, oh, I'm sad today. What kind of world did we create? What kind of world did we create? This is not a paradise. To get knocked down and I'm paralyzed. And lately I've been terrified, but I won't drown by my own device. I'm losing sight, a lot, not a little. It's true, I'm fine, but I'm lost in the rhythm.
Time is running, we're far apart. I still got you, like from the start. Now we're nowhere near where the end could be. I love you, but you don't love me. We don't talk like we used to, and I hate that.
Yeah, we don't ever talk.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're going to get these drivers loaded into the sim and ready to rock and roll here in this one. 50 laps, the racing distance around beautiful Federated Auto Parts Raceway for the League of Outlaws IMCA Style Modifieds, presented by Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions, as these drivers loaded into the sim and ready to rock and roll. Starting on the pole, it is the 65 ride of James Murphy. To his outside in the 3B machine, that is Blake Andrews, and down on the inside, a row number 2 in the SpongeBob SquarePants number 1, that is Jared Murphy. To his outside in the ESD Performance number 28, that is Brayton Kayeski in position number 4. Starting in the side, a row number 3 in the 10 ride, it's Mark Mano in the Triple M Motorsports machine, as Mark Mano there in position number 5. To his outside in the 25 ride, that is Braden A. Villa on the inside, a row number 4, the 515 of Chris Cox. To his outside in the 07 is Christian White. Then we see Aiden Schultz, Trevor Doyle rounding out our top 10. Bryson Fields, Mitchell Maynard, AJ Hunsinger the Gunslinger back there in 13th, as we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation. As quickly, the 65 ride of James Murphy out in front, looking to run away here with yet again another feature event. The 65 absolutely hooked up, feeling good here this evening, as he was able to win heat race number 1. But here comes our second heat race winner, the 3B machine of Blake Andrews, right there in position number 2. Brayton Gajewski down on the inside here as they're almost 3 wide. Down through the corners, they're 3 wide. Duking it out back here for position number 6 on the racetrack. The 10M, Mark Mano right there in front of him. The 07 of Christian White trying to jump up and work himself around the 25 of Braden Avila. As Avila back there in position number 6, but they're going to try to work themselves around that 10 machine of Mark Mano. As Mano kind of stuck down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. See this track already very slicked off, very, very slick, very shiny, very slippery. One wrong mistake at any one of these drivers could send them for a loop-de-loop in a quick hurry. Looks like a league I would run, says Dustin Lehman. Does it? It's a league. You just gotta look up the what you want to call it there, the League of Outlaws, and I think you can get into it. I don't think they have it closed. I think people can join throughout the season and everything else. If you want to jump in there and have some fun, Dustin, let me know, or jump in there, look up the League of Outlaws on Facebook. You should be able to figure it out and jump in there and get in on the next event. But out in front right now, it's James Murphy continuing to lead the way. It's Murphy out in front, the 4-Sale 65 ride, the 3B of Blake Andrews getting up into the outside wall. That's going to leave the bottom side open here for Brayton Gajewski. As Gajewski down the bottom side, he's going to jump up into position number 2. Is there 3 wide back there for position number 3 on the racetrack? The 1 right of Jared Murphy down through the middle. The 3B of Mark Andrews there on the high side. And here comes Braden Avila and Mark Mano right into the picture. So I said Mark Andrews, that is Blake Andrews in the 3B machine, trying to hang on to position number 3, but looks like he's going to lose that spot now to Jared Murphy as this racetrack continuing to change. The high side still having a lot of speed, with that inside lane starting to come around pretty good as well. The 65 rider, James Murphy, our race leader, rolling that high side groove here as he's starting to open up a little bit of a gap between himself and Gajewski. Is Gajewski down there in position number 2. Jared Murphy there in position number 3. Blake Andrews there in 4th. Mark Mano down the bottom side here in position number 5. Braden Avila there in position number 6 with Christian White, Bryson Fields, and Aiden Schultz rounding out our top 9. Trevor Doyle right there in the good wrench service plus 024 ride in position number 10. Chris Cox in the 11th position with Mitchell Maynard, and the gunslinger AJ Hunsinger back there in position number 13. In that 31 ride is the Elite Arms 31 ride, bringing up the rear of the field. James Murphy, though, out in front, continuing to lead the way. Here is Murphy gonna click off another lap here in a quick hurry. Brayton Gajewski there in position number 2. Jared Murphy there in 3rd with Blake Andrews. Mark Mano rounding out our top 5. The 3B machine of Andrews trying to work himself back up inside the top 3 here as he goes to work on the back bumper of the SpongeBob SquarePants number 1 ride, but he's gonna jump up to the high side and try it again, and that's going to open up the door here for the 10 machine of Mark Mano to maybe work himself around that 3B ride. Well, you can't sit there for too long and run it where everyone else is, as you have no room to work yourself forward, no chance to try to find some more ground on the racetrack. So the moves being made here out of the 3 ride. I'm not sure if it'll help him out or if he'll be able to try to hang on here to position number 4, or if he's going to be able to find another gear and be able to jump up here and maybe work himself around that 1 ride of Jared Murphy and the 28 of Brayton Gajewski. Second and third place drivers nose to tail right now, side by side back there for position number 4 as Andrews and Mano continue to battle, but out in front, continuing to lead the way. Now out to a 1 second lead. It's James Murphy, as Murphy with the big lead here in this one, out in front, looking to try to run away with it, trying to put this one to bed and picking up another checkered flag here in the League of Outlaws IMCA style modified series. It's my boy Aiden Schultz, unfortunately, won't be here for the next modified race since it's your birthday. You'll be on vacation, brother. That is unfortunate. That is definitely unfortunate, my dude. We always wish you were out here on the racetrack, and if for some reason you can't get out there or anything else because it's your birthday, you're on vacation, it is what it is. But no matter what, we're going to be hoping to see you out there. But obviously, you already know that you can't, so that's a tough break right there. Hopefully we'll get you back out there in a quick hurry as we see these drivers continuing to duke it out, continuing to go to battle here in this one. It's James Murphy out in front as we're about to hit halfway in and halfway to go next time by the start-finish line as this one rolling along in a quick hurry. These guys doing a perfect job, and we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver here as we're going to crank it up for a beautiful Federated Auto Parts iRacing UMP Modified Series. Crank it up. A perfect PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up session. This one coming to a close in a quick hurry here. It's out in front. It is still the 65 ride of James Murphy as Murphy continuing to lead the way here in this one. The 65 ride absolutely hooked up here this evening out to a 1.8-second lead and continuing to stretch it here between himself and Brayton Gajewski. Is Brayton there in position number 2. They're all stacked up right there behind him as they're running nose to tail back behind our race leader as he's got almost a 2-second lead over the rest of the field here. The ESD Performance number 28 rider Brayton Gajewski trying to hang on to position number 2. The 1 rider Jared Murphy right there in position number 3. Christian White up into position number 4 and looking for more is White right there in position number 4 as he looks to the outside of that 1 ride. Mark Mantle right there in that battle as well as it looks like the 07 of Christian White going to make a late hard charge here to the front of the field as he's up into position number 2 is Jared Murphy, unfortunately sliding backwards here in that 1 ride. He's all the way back to position number 7 now as Bryson Fields, Chris Cox, both going to go around him. Here comes Brene Villa up to the front of the field, up into position number 5 now. 07 goes to work on our second place driver as Gajewski trying to hang on to position number 2. Mark Mano in the 07 of Christian White right there on his back bumper. Out in front, 1 driver loving to see it. It's the 65 rider James Murphy as Murphy continuing to lead the way here out to a 2+ second lead here. Just cruising a little Sunday night cruise for the 65 ride at the front of the pack here all evening long as he's been the reflection of perfection as everyone doing a great job here throughout this race, continuing to duke it out, continuing to battle hard around the racetrack as down across the start finish line. 8 more laps left to go here, so 8 more laps for James Murphy to be able to pick up this checkered flag. Brayton Kayeski starting to reel him in here a little bit. Kayeski right there in the 28 ride, trying to catch up to our race leader. Starting to put a move on here as he's starting to distance himself from the rest of the field as Braden A. Villa up into position number 3. Christian White almost 3 wide there. Here comes Chris Cox. Mark Mano still rolling the bottom side. Chris Cox right through the middle here, looking to try to jump up and get himself around the 07 machine. As unfortunately Christian White trying to hang on here now as he worked himself up into that 3rd spot. Now he's sliding backwards as A. Villa and Chris Cox both able to work themselves around the 07 ride. Contact a little bit deeper there as Bryson Field trying to find himself a way around the 1 ride. As we're going to see our first caution flag fly. Trevor Doyle's going to go around, our first caution flag of the evening here in this one. Late in the race as it looks like the 024 of Trevor Doyle having some issues here. Slow on the track here down the backstretch. 024 right, unfortunately just taking it down to the inside lane here, and unfortunately still right there on the racetrack. Should have pulled in a little bit farther, but unfortunately stopped there on that pit exit, and the caution flag is going to fly, and a heartbreaker there for Trevor Doyle. Should have sent it in to the pits there without seeing that caution flag, but nonetheless we'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing. Probably the worst thing for this number 65 ride to see is he had a beautiful 2-second lead here over the rest of the field, but unfortunately now things getting a little bit more difficult here for him as he's going to see the rest of the field rejoin to his back bumper here. Single file restart as Casey Sabrina Childers coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Jake Stefanski coming in, dropping that thumbs up as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit that follow button if you're new here. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one, as the green flag about to come back out here. James Murphy out in front leading the way here as caution flag out once again as we actually skipped ahead here a little bit, and we'll see this restart, and unfortunately 25 going around here right off the restart as not sure if Chris Cox gets a piece of him, the 28 ride though. Oh, looks like he just gets in there a little bit deep, gets a piece of the 28 ride of Brayton Kayeski, and unfortunately 25 ride stop there with the rear end still on the racetrack as well, right there on the little opening in quarter number 3, and that's going to bring the caution flag back out. And a heartbreaker there for Braden A. Villa as he was up inside the top 3 there. As we'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing nonetheless. James Murphy out in front. Brayton Kayeski there in position number 2. Chris Cox in position number 3 has Christian White, Bryson Fields, Jared Murphy, Mark Mano, the gunslinger, AJ Hunsinger, Aiden Schultz, Mitchell Maynard rounding out our top 10. Braden A. Villa down pit side in 11th. Trevor Doyle in position number 12. And Blake Andrews rounding out our field. That's the green flag back out into the air here in a quick hurry as James Murphy tried to hold off Brayton Kayeski. Kayeski was trying to run him down there before our first caution flag, and it's getting tight here at the front of the field. Chris Cox right there ready to pounce as well as that 515 machine there to the outside. Right rear blue going green. Oh no, Brayden, my boy. That's never a good thing as here you go. Chris Cox in the 515 to the outside here of Brayton Kayeski. Kayeski trying to hang on to it. As Chris Cox going to jump up into position number 2. And now James Murphy trying to hold off the 515 here for one more lap. A little bit of contact down through quarter number 3. And then at quarter number 4, they're going to drag race back to the start finish line. Chris Cox at the line is going to pick up the checkered flag. James Murphy back there in position number 2. Kayeski there in 3rd. AJ Hunsinger up into 4th. Mitchell Maynard there in 5th. Bryson Fields, Jared Murphy, Mark Mano, and Aiden Schultz. I'm not sure what happened here to the 65 ride. It looked like maybe he blew a tire down into corner number 4 here. He sends it into the corner, and then looks like things just straighten out. I think he did blow a right rear tire. And obviously a little bit of contact there, but he was way down on power through the corner. contact, I think, just happened because he was checking up there as that right rear had gone away and he's trying to hang on to it. You figured he would have been able to carry some momentum around here. Nope, no momentum as the 515 of Chris Cox down across the start-finish line here. So you see the 65 still limping there. That's why the 28 ride of Kayeski gets into his back bumper there as well. And there you go across the line. About half a car length between the 515 of Chris Cox, James Murphy there in second, and Kayeski in position number 3. Rest in peace, blew both rear tires. Oh my gosh, blew both rear tires for Hayden Schultz. That's a tough break right there. Yeah, the tires definitely went away late in this race, and I think our race leader, James Murphy, saw that as well. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nonetheless, give it up here for Chris Cox as he picks up the checkered flag here in this one. Chris Cox getting it done, parking it up here in victory lane. What a run, what a race, what a drive right there for that 515 ride, as we're going to get Chris up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey Chris, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, I do.
Chris, what a run, what a race, what a drive. Where did the speed come from late in this one as you were able to put the hammer down, work yourself up through the traffic, and being able to jump up on this final lap, make the move underneath of James Murphy to snag this win away from that 65 ride who's been dominant here all evening long, but you're able to get him on that final lap and park it up here in the Federated Auto Parts Raceway victory lane. Man, take us back through this race and how you got it done.
Well, I took some damage at the beginning, I guess, is what the car, what Spotter was trying to say. So maybe that just slowed me down enough, or I just cautious enough to, I guess, save enough tire. But otherwise, I guess James blew a tire in 3 or 4, and I guess that's how we started getting that run on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked like the tire went away there on the 65 ride down into corner number 3, and it opened up the door for you down through 3 and 4 as you're able to put the hammer down and drive around him and take this win away from the 65 ride. Definitely not the way he drew it up, but definitely a picture-perfect moment there for yourself as you're able to clear that 65 ride and beat him down here across the start-finish line. Chris, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here in this beautiful Federated Auto Parts Raceway race?
I'd like to thank Logue Fabrications for coming on board this season. After doing some awesome videos for him on TikTok and promoting him, and so he jumped on board. And I'd like to thank Hogland Auto Plaza for coming on board for the same thing. Helped promote them. They do some tow truck work over at Marshtown, so every Friday night I did a video for them, just helping them out. I'd like to thank MJC Desktop Fabrications for, well, they print all my, do all my 3D printing that I need and stuff like that, and they've been a big sponsor for a couple years. I'd like to thank TBH Defense for, well, being a cool homie and sponsoring me there, and if you guys need any firearms training and you're around Indiana, hit him up. Everybody for putting this on, and you for streaming it.
Absolutely, brother. Well, Chris, what a run, what a drive as you're able to jump up here and take this lead away at a corner number 4 in a photo finish down across the start-finish line to pick up the checkered flag here at Federated Auto Parts Raceway. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on a great run, and we hope to see you back out here on the racetrack in the next one, maybe right back up here in victory lane, maybe next time not so close, as maybe we'll see you be the dominant car and being able to pick up the checkered flag here without the drama right there at the end of the photo finish.
Hey man, if you ain't got drama at the end, are you really doing it?
That is true. You know, as iRacing, you gotta have a little bit of drama, you gotta have a little bit of something spicy there at the end of these races, and you definitely made it spicy here in this one, Chris, as you're able to pick up the checkered flag and park it down here in victory lane. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack in the next one.
I'll be there. I'd like to thank the Bobcat for you know, showing us how to catfish.
Beauty. All right, Chris Cox picking up the checkered flag here in this one. What a run, what a drive, what a finish right there for the 515 as we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher, James Murphy, as Murphy coming home here in position number 2. He led a ton of laps here this evening. Led every single one but the one that counted. The very last one is unfortunately down through corner number 3, blows a right rear tire and loses this lead to the 515 of Chris Cox, as Cox is able to pick up the checker flag. Murphy left here in position number 2, as we'll get him up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey James, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. Taking a copy?
Yes, sir.
James, what a run, what a race, man. You led every single lap except for the one that mattered the most, and that was the final one. It's down through corner number 3 and 4. We saw the car start to limp there. What happened? Does it look like maybe a right rear tire going out for you? You start to work yourself up the racetrack, trying to hang on to it. Chris Cox right there, ready to pounce, was able to jump up and snag this win away from you.
Yeah, we blew a left rear tire going into 3.
That is a tough break right there, as the tires for a lot of drivers were unfortunately fading away here in this one, as 50 laps of racing action on such a slick racetrack, and these tires burned up in a quick hurry, and you were all so close to picking up yet again another checkered flag, but you gotta settle here for position number 2, man. Take us back through this race and how does it feel, a little bit of disappointment maybe to be up here on the podium, but to be there in that second spot after having such a dominant race?
Yeah, I really didn't want to see those cautions at the end. I believe if it would have stayed green, I could have held on, but I guess I pushed it a little too hard in the beginning of the race and used up my tires a little too much, but we'll take second.
Absolutely sitting there on the podium, never a bad time, but unfortunately here, after leading every lap but one, a heartbreaker here. His photo finished down across the line, half a car length short of getting the job done here at Federated Auto Parts Raceway. James, still another great drive and a great performance here for you as he parked that 65 right up here on the front stretch. Who would you like to thank for such a great run here tonight in this one?
I'd like to thank y'all for broadcasting and the League of Outlaws for putting it on and sponsor Talking Dirt.
Beauty, James, we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack in the next one. Hopefully the next one lap shorter. Maybe the tire stays together and you're able to finish it off here with another checkered flag. But we look forward to seeing you back out there duking with these drivers in the next event. And hopefully we'll see you right back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better and in victory lane yourself.
I hope so. Thank you.
Absolutely. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher there, James Murphy, coming home in position number 2. What a run, what a drive, what a race there for James Murphy. Unfortunately, right there at the end, coming up half a lap, not even half a lap short of the checkered flag, a heartbreaker for the 65 riders. We're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher. He was right there on Murphy's back bumper, pushed him across the start finish line as he was trying to jump up, get around that 65 rider, maybe into position number 2 himself. It is the number, let me double check here. That is the number 28 ride of Brayton Kayeski. Is Kayeski coming home here in position number 3. We're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Brayton, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Not too bad, man. What a run. What a race. We saw you quickly work yourself up into position number 2. And right there, you try to hold off a lot of hungry drivers. You had Chris Cox, who else there? There was Jared Murphy, Mark Mano, Christian White, Braden Avila, all right there on your back bumper. Blake Andrews as well, trying to figure out a way to get around you to try to hunt down our race leader there for a lot of laps, James Murphy. Unfortunately for Murphy there, blowing that right rear tire late in this race, but you were right there ready to pounce, tried to make the move to the outside. 65 ride watched at the racetrack, blocked you there from jumping up into position number 2, but you got to feel pretty happy with your run and performance here this evening and being able to keep those tires underneath of you all the way around to the checkered flag.
Yeah, I was doing about half throttle around the whole track there for a lot of the laps, just keeping it to the bottom, because if I knew that if I just kept to the bottom, nobody else could probably get around me because the top would just eat your tires up. So as long as I could just keep the bottom there and just stay behind Jared, I could have something towards the end of the race. And I got to give it out to Chris and James there. We put on one hell of a show there at the end.
Absolutely, man. You guys duked it out there for quite a few laps here in the closing laps. You were trying to figure out a way to get around that 65 right at James Murphy. Murphy trying to hang on there, and unfortunately at the end, Chris Cox able to find a way around you and around that 65 ride down through 3 and 4 as the left rear tire of that 65 car disappeared and blew apart, and you're right there ready to pounce, but unfortunately having to settle for a solid third place run here this evening. How does it feel to be back up here on the podium with, two great drivers there in front of you, but a lot of very talented drivers back there behind you?
It brings the confidence up quite a bit, starting from what I was starting at when we first started out this whole League of Outlaws stuff. I've definitely grown a lot as just a driver and understanding all this racing stuff a lot more. And I really got to thank AJ and Mitch for all the stuff that they've done for me as a driver and all the teaching and everything that they've taught me. I really got to thank those guys for everything.
Absolutely, AJ and Mitch always there to lend a helping hand, and good to see starting to get rewarded here for so many good races, so many good runs, and honestly a lot of hard work, a lot of time here on the simulator, testing and tuning, getting better and better and better to tone your craft that much better here, and you're only going to get better and better as you keep on going. It's about the seat time, about the practice, and understanding what you need to do in behind the driver's seat and feeling comfortable when you're doing it out there, as well as you seem to getting better and better every single week. Brayton, another good run here this evening, a solid top 3 effort. Who would you like to thank here for such a good run at Federated Auto Parts Raceway?
I really got to thank you first of all, Aaron, for everything that you've done for us as for the League of Outlaws and everything. I really got to thank AJ and Mitch, like I've said earlier. But I really got to thank my girlfriend for allowing me to do all this stuff. I'm on here quite a bit, and sometimes she gets a little bit of annoyed of it. But I really got to thank her out of everyone.
Absolutely. Definitely got to thank the old lady, making sure that you stay out of the doghouse this close to Christmas, as I'm sure, Christmas time, you're going to be able to spend a lot of time with her, as we'll be taking a few weeks off. But when we come back, we hope to see you back out there on the racetrack, picking right up where you left off here, maybe getting better and better, and one of these nights see you up here in Victory Lane.
Hopefully, we'll see you sooner, bud.
Absolutely, Brayton. Congratulations on the third place run, and hopefully have yourself a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's if I don't see you back out there on the racetrack.
Thank you. You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our third place finisher, Brayton Kayeski, as he comes home here in position number 3. What a run, what a race, what a drive there for that 28 ride as he comes home in that third position. Huge shout out there as well to our fourth place driver, AJ Hunsinger, the gunslinger, coming from the rear of the field, back there in the 13th position to finish there in position number 4. It's the 31 ride, up 9 spots on the racetrack to finish there inside the top 5. And Mitchell Maynard, deep from the field as well, picking up 6 spots, started in the 11th position, up inside the top 5 as well for a solid top 5 run there for the 69 ride of Mitchell Maynard in the 2 Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions ride, as Bryson Fields there as well, picking up 6 spots to finish in position number 6. A good run there for the 24 ride of Fields, as well as Chris Cox gets it done and parks that 515 ride up here in Victory Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note, man. What a run, what a race, and what a performance here by each and every one of these drivers, man. They put on a wild, wild show here for us all evening long, right from the drop of the first green flag right down to the checkered flag. This was some great racing action, and I can't thank all these drivers enough for coming in and showing the love here in this one and putting on a show here for us. All a saving game, laugh out loud. My first ever top 5 with these guys. They are some stiff competition. They are definitely some stiff competition out there, Mitch. They are definitely some tough competitors, some hard-nosed veteran drivers that have been around the sim for a little while. Some newer, some have been around here for quite a bit, and they continue to get better and better and better each and every week as well. And they continue to try to teach the newer guys a little bit of what they know, and the newer guys are teaching them a little bit about how to stay young and how to get a little quicker or do some crazy stuff here on the simulator as well that may help them out in the future. As everyone duking it out here in this one, a great show and a great race, but we're going to call it there on that one. A huge congratulations to Chris Cox, James Murphy, and Brayton Kayeski coming home here in the top 3 of our League of Outlaws IMCA Modified Series presented by Two Fat Guy Sim Racing Promotions. What a run, what a race, what a drive here by all these drivers. Thank y'all for tuning in. My boy Kenneth Roberts, Camden Neering, Sheldon Andrews all coming in showing the love with the reactions on the stream. I appreciate you guys coming in showing the love as well. Anyone else that came in with the likes, the comments, the shares, any of the new followers or subscribers over on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. I appreciate y'all, and welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew. Unfortunately, we're going to call it there on that note. I will see you guys all back here tomorrow night for some more racing action as we have the Monday Night All-Stars ready to rock and roll here tomorrow evening, and we're going to be setting them loose back onto the dirt track tomorrow night. But thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a run, what a race, what a show there by all these drivers.
I wake up again, but it feel like I'm dead. I don't understand how you could feel this way. I don't wanna move, so now I'm in my head, and I'm not sure if I'll see another day. Won't be long for I'm leaving it. I don't want you near. Don't you call, try to be sincere, the one's too severe. Staring in the mirror while I'm not up. My eyes are tired eyes. They keep staring in the mirror while I'm not up. Watch it always at midnight when my brain wanna start these fist fights. Spent 6 days on this tour bus, I ain't catching rest, so this tour is up. I don't know what I'm famous for. We hurt and lost and it's obvious. I don't know who I'm playing for, cause I don't see your face in this audience. But soon someday I'ma take off big, and it won't be you that I take off with. Saw your story at Braden's house, it's embarrassing what you post about. How my heart used to turn me on, walk around with my jersey on. I don't know what changed or if I changed first. All I know, you're not who you were. They keep staring in the mirror while I'm not up. My eyes are tired eyes. They keep staring in the mirror while I'm not up. Stay up for the movie. I don't wanna miss this scene. Only fall asleep by you. Would've never missed a beat if I knew. But soon someday I'ma take off big, and it won't be you that I take off with. Saw your story at Braden's house, it's embarrassing what you post about. How my heart used to turn me on, walk around with my jersey on. I didn't know what